Another big difference between the short game inside 30 yards and outside of 30 is the amount of variation required. Now, stock shot, great, launching around 30, smash 0.9 to 1.1, happy days, got control over it, right? You don't need a great deal outside of that shot. I would suggest you work on something a little bit higher and something a little bit lower. We're talking not massive amounts. Let's say my stock is 30, I'm gonna have a 35 and a 25. Now, why would be the first question. Now, if you play on a golf course where the greens are relatively receptive, you don't really need to do that. Okay, you certainly won't need to use it very often. If, however, you play on a course that's a little bit more firm, if you have a lower ball flight, just go with me. If you have a back pin or you have a tier to go up on the green, you don't want to fly it all the way back there at the risk of going over. Having something that comes a little bit flatter, takes a nice big first bounce and then grips is pretty useful. It's kind of comforting. It means there's less chance of you going long. Conversely, if you have a front pin tucked over a bunker, launching it at 30, you're still going to take a pretty decent hop and stop most of the time. But if you want it just to come down that little bit softer, having a 35 launch is really, really useful. Okay, now this is not going to be rocket science nor brain surgery in how to do this. I would just suggest you practice your stock shots from 3 different ball positions. If my stock ball position is under my logo, I'm going to go a ball up and a ball back, and I'm going to see how significant the difference is. If it's not big enough, I'm going to go an extra ball up, an extra ball back. I don't think we need to overcomplicate this. We just need to have 3 ball positions for 3 flights. One thing to consider is the amount of energy transferred to the golf ball is going to change. The ball back is going to increase in smash, there's going to be less loft delivered, it's going to come off a little bit quicker. The higher one is going to come off a little bit slower. So you need to know when to put your foot on the accelerator for the high one, or just ease off a little bit for the low one. Let's have a go at all 3. Got the quad out as usual. I'm going to try and hit something relatively stock, slightly fluffy lie there, it might pop up a little bit. Let's see what we can get. Yeah, it went up, it's probably 35-ish. Yeah, pretty much called it. Okay, we're going to go in a little bit lower, so I'm just going to shove the ball back 1 golf ball or so, try and make the same motion, see what happens with the trajectory. Definitely flatter, more of a skip. Yeah, brought it down by 5-6 degrees, so quite a lot. And we're going to go up, so we're going to go low, going to go up a golf ball. A little bit more speed because the ball speed is going to be lower. Yeah, much more floaty. All came down in a pretty similar spot, so launch went up by 4.5 degrees. Loft changes signify that, strikes are all reasonable, attack got more shallow as it went up, got a little bit steeper as it went back, all these little things that certainly will make a difference. But I think to keep simplicity, doing it through ball position alone would be the most sensible option.